Oh, yeah. We're in Bologna. It's a beautiful day. Rain stopped. Here's one of the gates to the city from the old wall. There's remnants of the old wall from the 12th century. Yeah, that's the water system. Later on, that's around 100 years later, they created a water system to feed the city. But, yeah, it's a canal. You can hear the water running down there. And they actually tore the wall down in 1912. Right? Was it 1902? Because it wasn't needed for defense. Can you imagine that? They have this ancient wall and then they tore it down. Duh. Bologna is quite nice. It's got a lot of a lot of museums, a lot of squares, piazzas, a lot of churches, universities, big university town. And a lot of the streets have these have the porticos. They started that because people were extending their first floor house over the sidewalk to get more living room. So they extended it, and then they put braces to keep it stabilized. And people first complained about it, but then they embraced the whole concept. And now all the buildings have the porticos. So it's easy to shop in the rain. No problem. These cathedrals are enormous. Medieval. Have real candles. Well, they cost you 50 cents. I know. I'm sure these are better than what we have. Sacred Hearts. Painted ceilings. They're massive. It's a massive building. They built the church like to withstand nuclear attack. I swear these things are.
This has got a Russian icon.
This has got a Russian icon. Yeah, look at that. That's playing the organ. Look at these massive pillars. Yeah, the windows are plain. Ooh. Looks like an original crypt. There's two organs here. Three organs. One on this side also. Here's the organ from the back. It's beautiful wood. It's the Holy Ghost. It's got a sheep. Look at these pillars. I mean, the French cathedral, they're like finely built. This thing is just totally massive brute force. You want to build something, you make the wall 17 feet thick. And they're high too. This is the Bologna Library.
Russian writer.
This is the original city below us here. This is the center of the city, the original city. And this used to be the economic center of the city. And then they covered the roof and turned it into a library cultural center. Multimedia. It's very nice.
Display over the information desk. They have like TVs kind of scrolling through what's going on.
Oh, yeah. These displays tell you what's going on.
Author lectures. Information about the collection.
It's a library / cultural center. All kinds of information booths on what's happening.
I just got wondering if there's a newspaper or local things.
Very cool. This is like the Bologna City Hall. And they have a city art collection.
There's a brick factory here.
Oh, right, yeah.
Everything's made out of brick.
Bricks.
Walls, stairs.
Yeah. Bologna had a huge brick factory that closed in 1966. But yeah, a lot of buildings are brick. The stairways are kind of weird. They're not really stairways. It's a ramp with stops. It says the city art collection. This way. Secretary General's house, office. These offices are gorgeous. Nice wooden doors. This is the red room. Oops. This is the second ramp. The second rampway. Well, if you worked here, you get good workout going up and down. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Quite a room for a city hall. These are all frescoes, aren't they? Yeah, these are all frescoes. This is the history of the city. Don't forget, this city was founded like in i.e. 1200. They built a lot of this stuff. I don't know how old this building is, but it's certainly got a lot of history behind it. Holy mackerel, here. This is a meeting hall. Yikes. Looks like a courtroom, it could be. These frescoes or something. I wonder how old they are. This is Pope Paul III. The statue was placed here in the 1600s. Here's a model of the city of Bologna. It was surrounded by a wall. But you could see that everybody had a tower. Each person had a tower because the higher your tower, the more important you are. Okay. I see. Yeah. So they all had towers to show how important they were. Yeah, the city has a rich history because it's like in the center of Italy. It's like at the crossroads. So they acquired a lot of this art over the centuries. The ceiling's all painted with crests. I'm sure everybody wanted to have their crest on the ceiling. There's a lot of merchants too. Here's a frame from the 1500s. Gilded frames, embroideries. City had a lot of industry. Again with the crests. These are 1400s.
A little later, I think. But these are figures that might have, they would have been like moving, like animatronic.
This is 1451. Oh, these are moving from the bell towers. Oh, these are where like the figures would come out of the bell tower. wooden figures. Animatronic drawings of all the buildings. Big medieval center. Again, the room is closed. Oh, there's a big room in here, but they're working on it. That looks like a scene in Rome. Roman carnival. The ceiling was done when Napoleon took over. Napoleon took over Italy for a while, and they just started to redo some stuff. But that didn't last too long. So the French thought that they were going to take over Italy forever. Of course, that didn't happen. Uh-huh. Each one of these paintings tell a story which we don't know what it is. But it'd be interesting to find out. All of these are painted on the ceiling. That must not have been an easy job. I mean, the ceiling frescoes are all over the buildings, everywhere, in the churches. So So you must have to do it lying down on a scaffold. Either that or standing up and arching your neck way back. Either way, it's pretty difficult, it would seem. This is a wood carving. Huh. Look at this room. This place has been occupied for a long time, so it's changed through the years and everybody's added their bit to it. Here's a scene out the window, the main Piazza Plaza down below. Pretty busy. This is the main street going up. Our apartment is, I don't know, about a mile from here, right up the street. So it's an easy walk in. Oh yeah. Yeah, these rooms all circle around. Well, you know, the way these are built, these buildings are built around a courtyard. So a lot of these museums and other buildings, you kind of go in a big circle. You got a lot of rooms because the buildings are large. This is the medieval room. Now this is about 1400s. Oh, the gold leaf. This is, doesn't say the date. Yeah, I know, this is gruesome. They got the blood clotting, blood running down. We saw a video how they do these gold leaf. Yeah, they really are. If you see the video, you appreciate them more on how they were painted and constructed. There's a piece from the 1300s. This was from 1350, the crucifixion. These are all from the 1300s. Here's part of the frescoes in this room, but it's some reason it lost its frescoes. Here's an interesting piece. This is from 1540. It's called the Trinity. So that's how they viewed, God is in three parts, Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, yet all in one God. So there's like three people on one. So he's got kind of like four eyes. And if you look at the left part, he's using the left eyes. The middle face is using the two center eyes. And the right face is using the two right eyes. So it's like 3 in 1. It's a very interesting interpretation. Here's another view of the square. There's one of those towers that you saw in the little model they had, but the whole city was full of these towers. And here's the main square down there. And there's the big church. Everything was made out of brick because they had big brick producing area. Must have had the proper clay soil for it. Where's the library? Oh, yeah.
And this might be part of it. It's very interesting.
That's the cultural center. Right.
Not like anybody would expect privacy because there's servants and attendants and everybody would be walking through.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Nice.
Fabric on the walls. I'm supposed to say, a beautiful armoire. Look at that wood. Oh, isn't that pretty? So very beautiful.
This room's completely painted. These are bits of frescoes from the 1400s, taken from the walls. You can see how all of this was decorated. And you can imagine the full color that they had with the gold gilding. Here's part of a wall right here. This room. The gilded crowns. This particular one is in the 1500s. But the colors are still pretty good. Do you see all these frescoes? From the yeah, 15 and 4. Those were from the 1400s. And the colors lasted very well, don't you think? I don't know why they put those so high, they're hard to see.
And the Napoleonic era, this was used as a storeroom.
Oh, wow. All these frescoes, 1500s. This whole thing was filled. Those giant wall paintings. Again, a giant, massive church, massive columns. Beautiful church.
This one comes Saint Petronius.
Saint Petronius. Quite enormous. No photos allowed. This is a bootleg video. There's all the relics, all housed in little cubicle boxes. They're cleaning up the church for the celebration. Are they cleaning the frescoes? Maybe they're painting. They're cleaning. We're on top of the church, and they're getting ready for festival this week. Celebration. This is the main square. That's the building we were just in with the City Hall and Art Gallery. There's one of the towers. There's another tower, the bigger one. Another church. There's a church in the background. You can see. We were in that one. This is this church here we were just in. Notice all the brickwork. And then we have the Italian view in the background. I have guys putting a new roof on. They're using the old tiles, it looks like. Probably put a coat underneath it, just replace the ones that needed it. That looks like a pretty easy job setting those tiles up. Just put them in a row. Here's the church. They do have those outside buttresses. Not as elegant as the flying buttress, but they allowed it to build this top story higher. They're cleaning the whole front of the church. That's why all the scaffolding. Plus they're making some money charging for people to come up on the scaffold and look at the city. So they're paying for some of the cleaning costs, I suppose, that way. We'll go to the other side. You can see all the towers from the medieval days. There's still some remaining. The place was full of towers like we've shown in that model. Oh, there's a cute little room there. How's that for a patio?
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Except that,
You like that?
It's right next to the city.
Well, you get used to the bells after a while, I suppose.
That's pretty nice. It's really old. You
Yeah.
know there's so many towers you can actually still see?
Yeah, you could still see a lot of them.
See over there, there's quite a few.
Yeah,
Now this penthouse over here looks pretty nice.
that's nice.
And look at how gorgeous this house is.
I know, it's very Italian hills. Look at the patina on this roof.
Flat. Look how flat this thing is.
Yeah, it is. Yep. There's one weakness in this type of roof. Right in the center of your picture, one of the tiles slipped down. You see that? Right in the center, one of the tiles slipped down. And on the top of the tile, you get a little exposed spot where water could come in. So somebody's got to get on the roof and put that tile back in. And there's another one that slipped. Right there, right in the center. Huh. I wonder how they slipped down. You think they would... I don't know. There would be something to prevent that.
Fat pigeon. Yeah, you think it'd be like a little blocker.
Yeah, some kind of block or nail or something.
A couple little pegs would lay against the top of the two seating one.
Yeah, a little something to prevent that.
That's why the roofs are not pitched.
Here's what the plaza looks like without the construction. And here's the church facade. And then they put a brick top on it.
Yeah, that's up at the bricks here.
And here it is right here.
It really looks very humble. Not like the one in Florence.
No.
No, not at all like the one in Florence. Very humble.
So this is, you're standing right now, right about here. And this is the window. It's right here. And this is right now, all this is scaffolding. They're cleaning all of this. There's the Piazza. There's the Twin Towers. Twin Towers is you got a high tower and then you got a smaller one over here. And here's this tower right there. There's the Twin Towers. Yeah, if you look at this compared to the cathedral in Florence, the Duomo, it was all like this, faced with marble, or kind of a marble-like stone. So they only had the bottom. Don't know what happened. Maybe they ran out of money and they couldn't reface all of this. Or maybe it got damaged by fire or in a war or something. But they never refaced the whole front. That would have been pretty impressive if they refaced it. And maybe they're planning to do it in the future. Of course, Florence probably had a little more money than Bologna did at the time. It's a portico with a bookstore.
Civic archaeology.
Right. Museum of Archaeology. Notice the porticos. They're everywhere in this city. got some
They're like
high-end
palm frames, but they have the little nose pads.
high-end shops. Here's Chanel frames. Look at these, they look like the 50s. Are you kidding? People are wearing these again? Ah, Lindbergh. It's an exclusive jewelry shop.
They close at 3.
Oh, the archaeology museum? I'll have to come back for that. Mont Blanc, you could get a nice pen here.
I knew the day I lost the one.
It could have been a counterfeit anyway.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Now that I realize that was my thing. It's like Catholics be real, so we have to.
Some nice Italian shoes here.
These are quite beautiful. They're 500 euros.
500 euros.
But
Nice shoes
those,
there.
paddock boots. Those are pretty good.
We're in the oldest university in the Western Hemisphere. This is founded in 1080. They have the anatomical theater. Here's where people would go and watch them dissect bodies. They would learn about the construction and workings of the human body. The anatomical theater.
Lectures and stuff.
The first the University of Bologna, the oldest university in the Western Hemisphere, founded in 1088. This was the first seat of the University of Bologna. A lot of history in this city. I'll tell you that.
Stepped away.
Bologna was bombed in
the station
World War II.
and
Here's a
Ferrari is a railroad.
B-24 bombing the Bologna, the city. It was a big crossroads for the railway. So here's a picture where the rail yard is bombed. Yeah, it was a crossroads for Italy to supply the troops. Italy and Germany were allies at the beginning of the war. So the Allied forces
First
bombed Bologna.
incursion in Bologna in 423 bombed.
Here's a reconnaissance photo
The results were devastating.
of the train station, warehouses, rail yards, locomotive shop, stores depot. So there's probably a lot of things were destroyed during those bombing raids. Here's sandbags. What are they, books?
Books.
They put books up to... Is that
This is the Palazzo, Cardinal Palazzo.
the Palazzo,
This is stroll.
1944. You know, you go to war like that, you're gonna expect it. (1940 to 1943). Well, the Allies had to invade Italy. They came up from the south, and they had to disrupt the communications and the supply chain. Now, these are some of the planes they used in the war. That's an Italian planes. Messerschmitts. They got planes from Germany. Joker. There's some Messerschmitts from the German. Here's some of the fortifications used to prevent the invasions. Look at this one here. These are gun emplacements. It looks like some kind of a Star Wars robot army. These are gun emplacements on the sea. That's not going to stop anything. Here's some of the bunkers. All these fixed fortifications didn't do any good because the tanks just went around them. Here's some of the German-occupied fortifications. That was the old style. This is the library of the university. Can you imagine studying in this kind of atmosphere? I said that already. It must be quite inspiring to know that people have been studying here for, what, 1900, 2000 years. 1,000 years. Over 1,000 years. Or just about 1,000 years, at any rate. Holy mackerel, look at, these buildings are unbelievable. And they're all painted and so you think Harvard or Yale have a history. This is real history. This is the anatomical theater. So you would sit there and watch a dissection, and they would explain you'd basically take a course, anatomy course. But look at these surroundings. It's all wood, all the statues are wood, it's all paneled in wood, everything's wood. Except that table, which is marble. These statues the skin has been removed so you can see all the muscle structure. They're holding up the roof line. That's very strange that everything's wood. I guess the body just didn't bleed much. Kind of bled out before they did a dissection. Oh yeah, the chandeliers are great. They're all glass. The ceiling it's not painted, it's carved wood. That's carved wood, everything's carved. It's all carved wood.
Maybe.
The anatomy theater was taught by empirically through dissection of corpse. Was built in 1637.